In a cheerful little town lived two best friends, Mia and Ravi. They were inseparable, sharing everything from their toys to their biggest dreams. But there was one thing they loved more than anything else in the entire world. Momos. Those warm, steamy dumplings filled with deliciousness were their absolute favorite treat. One bright and sunny morning, as they sat on a bench watching fluffy clouds drift by, Mia had a brilliant idea. She turned to Ravi, her eyes sparkling with excitement, and said, "Ravi, what if we make our own momos?" Ravi's face lit up instantly. He loved Mia's adventurous ideas, yes. "And we can open a tiny shop just for fun," he added, jumping to his feet. And so, their grand plan was born. They decided to create the mini Momo shop. They found an old, wobbly table in Mia's garage and dragged it to the front of their house, right under the shade of a big, leafy tree. Ravi, who was good at drawing, made a colorful sign with big, bold letters. It read, "Little Momo Shop, only 2 rupees." They hung it proudly on the table. Now for the real work. They rushed into the kitchen. Mia, whose grandmother had taught her how to cook, started mixing the flour and water to make the perfect soft dough. She kneaded it with all her might until it was smooth and elastic. Meanwhile, Ravi was in charge of the filling. He carefully chopped carrots, cabbage, and onions into tiny, tiny pieces, just like he'd seen his mom do. Together, they started folding the momos. This was the best part. Their fingers worked quickly. Mia made perfectly round momos, just like little balls of snow. Ravi got creative. He made some in funny, squiggly shapes, and a few that even looked like little stars. They giggled as they looked at their platter of unique, handmade dumplings. They were so proud of their creations. Once the momos were ready, they set up their shop. They arranged the platter of uncooked momos on the table, next to a small steamer. The sun was shining, a gentle breeze rustled the leaves, and Mia and Ravi waited eagerly for their first customer. They didn't have to wait long. A fluffy, friendly dog with a wagging tail came trotting down the street. It was Tuffy, the neighborhood's favorite pet. He stopped right in front of their table, sniffing the air with great interest. Woof, woof. He barked happily, his tail thumping against the ground. Mia burst out laughing. "Look, Ravi, I think he wants to be our first customer," she said. Ravi giggled too. They couldn't give Tuffy a regular Momo, of course. So they quickly took a small piece of dough and shaped it like a little bone. They steamed it just for him. When it was ready, they offered the special bone-shaped Momo to Tuffy. He sniffed it, licked it, and then gobbled it up in one bite. He was so happy that he started dancing in circles and barking with joy. Tuffy's happy dance was so funny and loud that it caught the attention of everyone nearby. Soon, a group of children who were playing hide-and-seek down the street noticed the commotion. They saw Mia and Ravi, the colorful sign, and the very excited Tuffy. Curious, they all ran over. A little girl named Lily was the first to speak. "Wow, are you selling momos?" she asked, her eyes wide with curiosity. "Yes, we are," Mia replied proudly. "They're only 2 rupees. Can we try some?" Another boy, Sam, asked, already pulling a coin from his pocket. Suddenly, the little Momo shop was the busiest place on the street. A line formed, and Mia and Ravi sprang into action. They were a fantastic team. Mia expertly placed the momos into the steamer, while Ravi carefully served the hot, steamy dumplings onto little leaf plates they had collected. They worked together seamlessly, folding, steaming, and serving with big smiles on their faces. The street was filled with a wonderful energy. Kids were laughing, chatting, and enjoying the delicious momos. "These are the best momos ever," Lily exclaimed with her mouth full. Sam agreed. "They're even better because our friends made them." Mia and Ravi's hearts swelled with happiness. Their little shop wasn't just a shop. It was a gathering place, full of friends and joy. They worked hard all afternoon, and as the sun began to set, casting a warm golden glow over the town, they sold their very last momo. Exhausted but incredibly happy, they packed up their little shop. It was time to count their earnings. They carefully gathered all the coins and lined them up on the table. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 20. They had made 20 rupees. Wow, 20 rupees, Ravi shouted, doing a little victory dance. We're rich. Let's go buy that big bar of chocolate we saw at the store. Mia smiled, but she shook her head gently. She had another idea. Let's buy more flour and vegetables instead, she suggested, her eyes twinkling. Then tomorrow, we can make bigger momos and open our shop again. Ravi thought about it for a moment. He thought about the fun they had, the happy faces of their friends, and the feeling of working together. He realized Mia was right. The joy of their little shop was much sweeter than any chocolate bar. You're right, he agreed. Bigger momos it is. They high-fived, sealing their plan for the next day. Their little momo shop became a beloved fixture in the neighborhood. Word spread quickly, and soon, not just kids, but parents and grandparents would stop by for a tasty evening snack. Everyone in the cheerful town came to know about the two best friends and their amazing dumplings. And the story of Mia and Ravi taught everyone a simple, beautiful lesson. As the town's wise old baker often said, when friends work together with passion and a little bit of fun, even a small, simple idea can grow into something big and wonderful. And so, every evening, as dusk settled, you could find Mia and Ravi standing proudly behind their little table, serving up warm, yummy momos to their friends and neighbors, their faces glowing with the special magic of friendship. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed Mia and Ravi's story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. See you next time.